Okay, today is August 25th, 2013. Let's take a look at the market here. Right now we're looking at the S&P 500. The S&P 500 last week, it bounced off with the 50% fib retracement here and got back above the 50-day moving average and also above the 618 retracement. Right now it did recapture this this pivot high here, which is somewhere around the 1651.81. So right now we're basically looking forward to see could it get back above this pivot low here, which is 1676.26. If it does, then essentially it's going to be getting back above this particular trend line here, and also try to fill this gap. And if we get above this, the 78.6 retracement, then there's a good possibility that it all could come back up and tag this high and possibly put in a new high. But this one thing to remember though is you got to be a little cautious because we are seeing some sort of negative divergence here, and unless the MACD come up and get back above this this peak here, when it does make a new high, then we have to be really cautious about the possibility of a major correction or a reversal might be in the offing. But in the meantime, looking at the weekly trend is still pointing up. It's still within this channel here, and it is getting close to this upper band. But right now it is still trending. Also, again, we're seeing a little bit of a negative divergence here on the MACD. And if we look at the Dow Jones 30, the Dow Jones 30 on the weekly basis, we are seeing the negative divergence, and also the price is actually falling, underneath this 10-week moving average, which is the 50-day moving average here. And if we take a look at the daily on the Dow Jones has been the weakest component on the market indexes that we follow. But last Thursday it did put in an inside day here, and then on Friday it did bounce. So right now we want to see if it could get back above this pivot high, which is somewhere around 15,024.49. And if it could get back above that, then most likely we probably see the next level of resistance somewhere around this 50-day moving average. So you can see the the 20 EMA and the 50-day is kind of rolling over, and also the MACD is way below this pivot low here. So that's certainly giving us a little heads up that we have to be a little bit careful on that. And also if we put up some fib level here, we can see where the some of the retracement level that we might have to keep an eye on for a possibility of resistance. You can see this 50-day moving average is sitting right near the 618 retracement. So we definitely want to get back above this 382. This is right at this particular pivot high here. So we want to see could it get back above this and then get into this retracement zone, and then we'll probably get a little bounce. So, and looking at the NASDAQ 100, the NASDAQ 100 been fairly strong. It's getting back above the 20 EMA and try to fill this gap right now. It did came down, and if we also put back the fib here to see this little short-term Fibonacci retracement, you can see that it came down to this 382 and then bounces off, and right now get back up above the this is 78.6. So we kind of see if we could take out this this high here, which is somewhere around the 3143.19, and if it does, we have to see that make sure the MACD also getting back above this peak here, because if it doesn't, then also kind of show some sign of weakness in terms of negative divergence here. And then finally, looking at the Russell 2000, the Russell 2000, we were talking about the possibility of coming down and fill this gap, which it did, and we also were kind of monitoring the possibility for it to come back down to test this 1000 level, which we said that we'll kind of be surprised if it does get back, get down to this level. So far it seems to be held up. It did come down and fill the gap, and then it bounces off, made a little bit of a penetration below the 50-day moving average, and it bounces just right off, and right now it's got back off the 618 extension and getting up to the 786. So if we could break above this particular pivot low, which is somewhere around 1040.66, then we'll probably look at the possibility for this thing to go and fill this gap here, this gap here, and also again, want to see right now it's kind of getting above this trend line here. So if we could get back about this 78.6, and there's a good possibility it might also come up and attack this high here. Once again, we have to be aware of the negative diversion on the MACD. So certainly the market is getting a little bit of a mixed signal here in terms of the strength and how well it's going to hold up. That's why right now it's basically as a stock picking market. Can just play the trend and then throw a dart at a bunch of stock and then just ride along on just buying the dip. You do have to pick the right stock. So that's a quick look at the market. So in next video we're going to take a look at some of the stock. So good luck.